You are absolutely. Wait, what's going on? Fuck it. We're not going live on Facebook then. Fuck them.
Just TikTok.
I'm not even on TikTok. I'm just on Twitch and
Good. Then I can do this and not be worried.
yeah.
But what's going on, people?
Man, we haven't been live since fucking
Since WrestleMania.
Let me just say this. Triple H has disappointed me very much.
So I'm glad that we're kind of starting here because I guess there's a lot of things that needs to be said since, we're 2 weeks past WrestleMania and it's like it was a lifetime ago that WrestleMania was only 14 days ago. And everything that's happening and all of these new storylines, and I see what they're doing. I personally don't like it, but seeing Randy Orton going out there and hugging these cancer kids out in the middle of the crowd and seeing them have these moments with these wrestlers to give them moments like we had when we were growing up is something that seems to be refreshing to me personally as a wrestling fan.
Okay.
But as storylines go, no, they got a lot of work ahead of them.
As far as storylines go, they have completely went left field since Rhea lost the belt and they've been on tour in London and all of these other places. They have completely fucked up everything. WrestleMania sucked mad dick the first night and the second night main event.
Now I like the first night main event. My personal bias is what I have about Seth Rollins, and I was just like when I'm right.
No, I understand that much, but it's just like it didn't do anything for me because like
at all.
Anyways, it was, even if we'll say like that's the best we'll say that's like one of the best matches of it if both nights had 3 good matches.
Correct.
Like I said, the London tour was completely a disaster. It was the stupidest shit ever. Cena winning, I think it's cool, but the way they did it was completely fucking trash. No good, Amen. No bueno. So now they got with Randy chasing Cena now. To be totally honest, I think it's way too soon. I think it's way too soon for a Randy Orton.
That should be something that should have built time after time. Let Randy Orton be the Viper. Let him slip. Let him plan. Let him calculate. Let him go all the way to fucking SummerSlam.
Right. So I see it where Cena's just gonna run through everybody. Cena's gonna run through Orton. Cena's gonna run through Roman. He's gonna run through everybody. And
what I like? You want to know something I like about this Cena thing though now? And it was the promo that him and Randy had last week. And when we started talking about everybody in Cena getting a 17 and what is the 17 going to look like, and seeing him and Randy sitting side by side and saying, I'm not just taking this title, I'm going to erase all 3 generations of your family, and they're going to have to go and start from scratch. I'm not going to lie, I liked hearing those words coming from Cena when it comes to this and knowing the finality of what this is going to be. I mean, that aspect cool. I like.
That's cool.
But everything else is a bunch of BS.
Yeah, I mean that's all cool, destroying generations because he ran through the roads. He's gonna run through the Ortons. He's gonna run through the Steiners. He's gonna run
Yeah,
through. Yeah, I can see all of that. That's all good. But at the end of the day, I'm not tapped in with this whole.
I'm
First of
not.
all,
I'm not
they
satisfied
fucked
at all
up.
either.
They fucked up by charging $5,000 of tickets for this story
Oh,
with fucking Cena and The Rock, and The Rock has not even came back since Cena sold his soul at Backlash. This shit makes no sense, man. I'm not happy with it. All right, great. We got Paul Heyman aligning himself with fucking Seth Rollins
Seth Rollins.
and doing the Braun Breaker. I mean, it feels like there's a missing piece missing in this faction.
It is. I
Like,
still think it should be Becky. I really do think that missing piece should be Becky.
What about Bronson Reed?
I mean, Bronson Reed would be a good one. If you want to go with muscle and more muscle, the internet community is thinking it's going to be somebody like an Austin Theory, or somebody like that, a really, really young superstar that just needs a really big push. And I can see that. And he can use a turn like that and let him put his money where his mouth is and see how he puts himself up with the top guy in the company. I can see something like that.
But here's the thing, though. I love this faction already because Paul Heyman, Braun Breaker, and Seth Rollins, cool. But I see this shit not lasting no more than 6 months, 7 months the max. Because Braun Breaker
I was going to give it to WrestleMania next year.
No, I think that's way too long to be in the shadows for Braun Breaker to be in Seth Rollins' shadows. Like, that man is a star already. Either make them tag team champions and one of them a double champion or some shit, or make them like Austin and Triple H or some shit. But bro, like Braun Breaker.
So here's a question for you. So since we're there, when Evolution was made, right?
Mm-hmm.
You had Ric Flair, you had Triple H, and then the first person in which they chose was a almost failing Batista,
right?
Because he was in that role with Devon at the time, correct? That Deacon Batista, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And taking him and rising, trying, come under our tutelage, and we'll take you from where you are and we'll throw you into mega superstardom. I can see that with them trying to do the Braun Breaker right now. You're already on the top. Come with us and we'll show you how to go farther.
Yeah. I mean, that's cool.
And
I feel like with Paul Heyman, making him a Paul Heyman guy it makes the most fucking sense. He's anybody that Paul Heyman stands behind or next to, it's gonna go far. Breaker doesn't need that much of a push because you could see him as a serious character. You could see him as a baby face.
You can see him as a funny character.
As a funny character, a tag team champion, an intercontinental champion, soon to be heavyweight champion. You don't even need to put the title on him right now. Put the title Breaker.
I have a list. It's a very, very short list of these stars now that's going to be a Seth Rollins, a Roman Reigns, a CM Punk. And right now, I only have 3. That list consists of Braun Breaker, Jacob Fatu, and Dominic Mysterio. Those 3, they're just seeming to be a league above everybody right now. So it's going to be a really crazy, and I'm going to have to sit and watch ride on what they're going to try to do with Braun Breaker.
Here's the thing with this new school. Like, we're in good hands. We're the guys that are making, the new champions, Dominique and Braun Breaker and all of these guys that are coming up, they're good. We're good, bro. We have a great class of new champions coming out, female and male. We have female and male. So
I think I have a little bit of faith in the women's division after watching WWE after WrestleMania.
Listen. Here's my thing with the women's.
Just a little bit.
Here's the thing with the women's division. You have a nice shuffle of champions. You have Bianca, Io, Rhea, Charlotte, Tiffany, and now
Nia.
Right? You got 9, right? You have say those 5. Now the ones that are coming up, like a
Stephanie
Jade,
Baker.
yeah, and all of these girls, that's cool. But the runners up that you got Naomi, Bailey, yeah, you got Becky Lynch.
Talking about Naomi. She did come to Tiffany and Nia Jax last night and say that she is coming for the championship.
That's what I'm saying. And you can't deny Naomi right now. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm happy with the little shuffle. My thing is, for the last 2 months, 2.5 months, the booking has been complete shit. Paul, listen, bro, Triple H, I'm gonna need you to get your shit together.
Well, I also thought about something too, and I think this might be why things are starting to look so chaotic. The draft is coming.
Listen, this shit has been sucking a month and a half before WrestleMania.
Hell yeah.
All right.
And that mix-up should, and hopefully they can make a good mix-up.
The last good part of WWE has been when John Cena turned heel. That's it.
That's February. That's Elimination Chamber.
That was the last good thing that WWE has put out.
Yeah, I agree.
So
I'm in 100% agreement with you on that. And everything that they have, as you said, with the European tour, and then coming back and trying to, save face and get everything set the road for WrestleMania and get everything back on course, kind of slowed everything down. And now it's like retribution from that. No, I agree with you completely.
Listen, man. Did you hear about the new cuts that were done today or yesterday? It was yesterday. The cuts that was done, Braun Strowman.
Oh yeah, Dakota Kai, and then they got rid of Shayna Baszler.
Oh, thank God! Please, my God!
Let me pull up it's not. They got rid of 9 stars. Let me see if I can pull it up real fast.
Listen. Fuck Shayna Baszler. Fuck Shayna Baszler. I swear to God, bro. Who is trash? The WrestleMania match she had with Ronda Rousey, trash. Anything that she has done,
this group that she had when she was just in, trash.
She's trash. Her wrestling, how is she a real fighter? She sucks in fucking professional wrestling. That is fake. It's ridiculous, bro. Shayna Baszler needed to get the fuck out of here. They need to stop hiring Braun Strowman back, because every time they hire him back, he's trash.
Dakota Kai, and they have to fire him again.
Dakota Kai, I don't understand how that woman wasn't Intercontinental Champion. I don't. Correct. She deserved it. Out of all those people, everybody's like, "Oh my God, Braun Strowman is the most shocking." No, Dakota Kai is actually the most shocking in this whole list.
I would say, and then they got rid of NXT's Gigi Dillon. I was actually following her for a little bit.
I don't care about her. She didn't make it to the main roster. I'm not. Correct. Listen, there's only a couple guys that I'm actually hearing about, which is the NXT champion.
Oh, and Corey Graves, CM Punk's wrestling daughter. They got rid of her. She was NXT too.
She must have NXT sucked. She must have sucked if she was CM Punk's daughter. Genetics obviously didn't fucking. It didn't go that way.
I think it's more like a student teacher kind of thing. But
listen, Braun Strowman.
But Braun Strowman, I think Braun Strowman should do. Braun Strowman needs a Cody Rhodes, a Drew McIntyre. Please leave for a couple years. Go in the independent circle. Go and redefine yourself. Try to come back then, and then see if you can make it. I agree with that the first time he got fired.
He did that. He did that.
He came back. I just thought he came back the same person, but he was just a buff monster.
No. He got fired after the Bray Wyatt situation and everything. Then he got hired. Then he got fired. Then he got hired. Then he got fired. Braun Strowman is trash. It doesn't matter. That motherfucker got skinny as fuck at one point. He got real lean and muscled the fuck up.
That's what he is now.
Then he got fat. Then he came back. Then he listen, bro. I don't care. No, listen. I met him. Cool dude. Nice guy. Not very good in the wrestling ring. Shayna Baszler, get her the fuck out of here. Do not ever sign her. I don't care how great she left. Everybody else didn't really matter other than Dakota Kai to me, bro. There's always like one or two like shocking ones. And if you want to say Braun Strowman because of his name, but what the fuck did
Dakota Kai? No, Dakota Kai's a shocking one for me.
What has Braun Strowman done since he's been back? Absolutely fucking nothing.
Correct. Not a thing at all.
But
he had to feud with Jacob.
He had to feud with Jacob, Braun Breaker, and shit like that. But let me tell you something. Even when he runs, when he does his little Strowman Express, he doesn't even run like he's healthy no more. He runs like he's hurt.
Not at all. I would say,
he runs like he's old now.
And that time comes to you, and not everybody can be an Undertaker and go for 20 years straight, stuff like that. And so I think some people are starting to realize that early. I think they released the right people this time.
I think they need a couple more people out of here, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
That's all right. I forgive a thing.
I'm gonna go down some of WWE's.
Yeah, what would be a list for you?
Let me go down their roster.
Let me see if I can pull this up too.
Raquel Rodriguez, get her the fuck out of here.
No, Raquel Rodriguez?
No. Tozawa, sorry. Go to NXT, go become something, my brother. Angel and whatever his name is, get him the fuck out of here. Apollo, get him the fuck out of here.
Man, I didn't realize they had all these goddamn on belts, man.
B-Fab, she cut a promo today that I heard. Trash. Get her the fuck out of here. B-Fab is horrible.
I agree with B-Fab.
I don't know some of these people.
With Femi, he's going to be good. Stephanie Baker's good.
Cruz del Toro, get him the fuck out of here. Dragon Lee, get him the fuck out of here.
Isn't he a champion?
No.
I think he's like the speed champion or something. B-Fab.
Jaquid Wild, get him the fuck out of here. The one that's Cruz del Toro's. Johnny Gargano, fire him.
Wow. I don't know a lot of these people because I know a lot of them are like
Montez Ford, you gotta push this one, bro. Natalia,
I think
get her the fuck out of here, bro.
No, she should just get a Legends contract and just get it over with.
You're no fucking legend, bro. Sorry. Just because you was in the game for a very long time and you won a couple titles, that doesn't automatically make you a legend or a Hall of Famer. That just makes you a good wrestler. You have never even been in the light ever since that shit. You was known for the girl that was farting.
And the WWE is making a major mistake right now.
Shane McMahon is part of the WWE. Like, I don't understand this, bro.
Yeah, I was saying I'm still wrapping my head around that too. But Stephanie's in there, so it makes sense now.
Tongaloa, you could cut Tongaloa. You could cut the fuck out of Tongaloa. You could cut the fuck out of Tommaso Ciampa. You could cut the fuck out of Van Hala. You could cut the fuck out of and Zoe Starks. You could cut the fuck out of Zoe Starks. I'm good with that list that I just gave. I didn't write them down. I just went through the list, and I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of NXT motherfuckers, but there's a bunch of motherfuckers that can continue like getting cut. Like nobody's safe, but those motherfuckers that I just named, if we run it back, those are the people that should be going.
Gotcha.
Real quick, off the topic, real quick, man. I don't know. Are you a video game player?
I play. I mean, I dabble here and there.
Okay. All right. Are you a Grand Theft Auto fan?
Yeah. I mean, I play. I would say no. I play Grand Theft Auto 1. So yeah. I know about 6 coming.
All right. So did you hear about the delay in 6?
No, I haven't heard any news in about like a month.
Okay, let me explain something to you, bro. They released the trailer for GTA 6 in 2003, in the ending of 2003, about September, November,
2003.
I'm sorry, 2023. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. What was it?
2023. Yeah, in 2023, they released the trailer for GTA 6. Now, in this trailer, it says at the end, while we're all hyped, right? It says release in 2025. So that means we have to finish 2023. We have to go through all of 24, and then to hear that it's possible that it's going to be released in September to December of 2025. So now we have to wait the whole 25. So now we waited damn near about like 2.5 years for this fucking game, bro. 2 days ago, Rockstar Gaming released a statement saying that GTA 6 will be released for May 26, 2026.
Ooh, so you gotta wait another year.
I gotta wait a whole another year and 23 days, bro.
Now I did see some videos on some of the making behind that game and the stuff in which they're trying to do. That game's going to be something interesting, and even I am interested to see what it's going to look like to play it.
My wife has never played any type of game other than if it was like for back in the days type shit, but it's never been on some like she's never wanted to like actually play a game. She's never seen or heard about me playing a game. She might have watched me play a game. She might have been like, oh, that's pretty cool when I was playing GTA 5, but she's never been like, yo, let me jump in. The way that I've been talking about this game for the last 2 years, I have convinced my wife that she has to have a whole account for herself just so we can get it popping in this game. I am a GTA head, bro. When I say I'm a GTA head, I'm a billionaire in Xbox GTA 5. I'm a half a billion. I'm not even lying to you, bro. I had a whole crew in both Xbox. Shouts out to Sal Cool. Shouts out to Jessica. Shouts out to a bunch of other cats. We used to throw jacuzzi parties, arcade parties, yacht parties. Nigga, we used to hit the casinos, the strip club. You used to really have to like put in work to be a part of our game. You know what I mean? You had the GED, get money every day, niggas. You had the cheetah print hose. Yeah, I had a female character, so you had the cheetah print hose, where it was just a bunch of females and a couple gang niggas. You know what I mean? You had the non-trade gangsters. You had the G-Shine Bloods. Yeah, shouts out to all my niggas that ever tapped in with me in GTA 5.
Are they going to be able to transfer GTA 5 information to GTA 6
I don't
so all
yo,
that comes
bro,
together?
I'm willing to start at scratch with this game because I've waited 13 years, now going on 14 years for this game, shot. Like, I know you might not understand it.
Oh no, I know. I am no. I would say funny story. Back in when I was in serious video gaming, I'm a very weird individual, and the game that got me was Final Fantasy X. And
Okay. I heard about that.
And so when it came out, I had played it on the PlayStation 2. Ain't no internal memory. That shit goes on a memory card, and you got to take care of your memory card, or you lose your damn file. Kind of, hard working, grinding game. And so I bought this game when it first came out. I spent 6 months every day, every free moment I had to play the game to be 97% done with the game for my memory card to corrupt. And I had to start the game from scratch. No, I broke that fucker in half. I threw it across the way and didn't think about that game for 3 years until it overperplexed my brain to buy it and beat it at 100%. No, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, no, bro. This is more like and I'm not even gonna hold you. I know people are gonna probably kill me in the comments and TikTok, but this is almost like knowing. And I'm gonna say a short bid because I would never say a high bid. But this is like saying that you had 3 months and you was scheduled for 3 months to go to jail.
Mm-hmm.
But when those 3 months come up, you find out that you actually really have to do 9 months. So that's how it hit. That's the only feeling I could really feel where it's like
I can feel that I could
that feeling where it's like you can't do anything. You hype because you know you about to get the fuck out, but then they hit you with like some type
you got to do more time, and now you got to.
That is the best way I could describe this feeling, bro. Like I know that sounds way like he's doing too much.
I think that hit the nail on the head.
Yeah, bro. It just felt like I got more time on my sentence.
My heart hurts, man.
Yeah, I had to sit here a whole nother year and think about what the fuck I did. And all I could do is I can't wait till the day that I get out. And I'm just planning every day till I get out. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Oh, when I get out, this is going to happen. I'm going to go to this cheeseburger spot and everything. I'm thinking, what am I going to do in this game? And then I'm thinking like, there's a part of me where it's like, maybe I'm not ready for society. Maybe I'm not ready for Vice City. They said that the map is supposed to be 5 times as big as, everything. So what's good, y'all?
What's up?
Yeah, man. So I'm fucking thirsty for Grand Theft Auto 6. But we have a release date. May 26, 2026.
So you have exactly a year.
Exactly a year and 23 days today. My man said WWE Rhea Ripley's championship win Backlash versus Io Sky 2025. WWE 42 Rhea Ripley Women Champion 2026. WWE Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, talking about that. Yeah, so talking. I mean, while we're here and we're go back to wrestling, this card or what they're doing for the next few months, or I guess Backlash. What is it? Cena, Orton. And it's going to be what? Rhea, Io Sky, Tiffany Stratton, and it looks like it's going to be her and Nia Jax.
Yeah, she's going to retain.
And it looks like they're going to do the War Raiders versus the New Day.
Okay, so let me just say with the Tiffany versus Nia, I think since Nia is bloodline, I feel like Naomi's gonna fuck Tiffany in some type of way, and it's gonna be bloodline versus bloodline. So it's gonna be Naomi versus
I'll pay for that money. I'll pay for that.
Naomi versus Nia Jax, with Nia Jax being a transitional champion with homegirl winning it. Naomi. Man, I'm tight about that, bro. GTA is But yeah,
Yeah.
so with Randy Orton, I heard somebody say Cena's gonna be basically the Thanos of WWE. He's gonna run through everybody, bro. He's going to take out your favorites.
Yeah.
Everybody that you think he's going to take out everybody.
Wait, who? Who?
John Cena's Thanos right now.
Oh no, John Cena. I was saying no, John Cena is overpowered right now.
Yeah, he's gonna.
And that's kind of what the point.
Everybody. He's gonna destroy everybody, and he's gonna kill all of your favorites. And then Cody Rhodes is gonna come in that little circle shit that Doctor did.
That last moment in which something can happen, and then it's going to happen. And I mean, so looking at the Cena heel thing, and now looking at Cena as a heel and going through this, and everybody keeps making these references, and now I can't unsee them because I watch too much damn anime, and he looks just so much like a textbook villain that at the last moment he's going to want to be defeated so that it makes things be appreciated more. So it'll be interesting to see how wrestling will be appreciated at the end of December.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. It's gonna be beautiful, bro. We're all gonna cry. It's gonna be a great situation, right? It's gonna be a great situation.
And this is why I will say, like I said, he's not my favorite by no means,
right.
But it doesn't shame him for what he's done. And for what he's done, John Cena will go down as one of the greatest wrestlers to have ever laced his boots.
Right.
And give him his kudos for that. Yeah. But right now, the story sucks.
No, it sucks for sure. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're gonna cook later on, but right now it fucking sucks. I want to touch on what one of our viewers is talking about. He said Rhea Ripley is gonna get the title. I don't know how they emerged Io into this. Not saying that I don't love Io. I love Io to death, and I think it's a.
I love it. This.
Yeah, I love it.
Listen, there's people in the crowd doing this now, and I'm
bro, I love
seeing people get into her like that. I'm like, yeah,
she's so fucking cute and she's badass, bro. I think they had a mistake. They did a mistake that they thought was gonna be like a little hiccup and everything,
and she was gonna be a transitional champ.
Yeah, Io's a badass motherfucking champion. Like. But do I want Io to be defending it between Rhea and Bianca? No, I want Bianca and Rhea in a no holds bar match. Like I want them to go, bro. Like Rhea Ripley,
I would love that.
Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair can fight for the next 3 years, and I won't be mad. I won't be mad.
So looking at Bianca and Rhea. I mean, looking at them in a storyline between them, I mean, if you want to add a couple more people in there, you now have a Jade Cargill.
Yeah, exactly.
In the back, and then in the backcourt,
you could throw everybody in there. Becky Lynch, you can throw everybody in there. But the main story is between
Rhea, Bianca, and Jade.
Right. I don't really like Jade. I'm not gonna lie. Jade needs a couple more years before she's ever a champion. They better not.
I'll give her a couple, but that match between her and Charlotte Flair, I can see that potentially, Charlotte ending her career on a match with a Jade Cargill.
Oh, Jade needs at least 2 years before she's an Intercontinental champion or U.S. champion. I'm gonna be real. I'm not a fan of Jade. Every time I see Jade, she makes me cringe. You could just tell she's just used to that indies. She's not very safe. You know what I mean? Like she's not very comfortable. Like I don't get professional wrestler when I look at Jade. I get beautiful bodybuilder.
Do you think she should have started wait, did she start in NXT?
No, she went straight to the main roster.
Do you think she should have started in NXT?
I don't think she should have left the Performance Center yet. I don't think she should have been on any roster until she was completely ready where she could move like a professional. Jade Cargill, and I've met her in person. beautiful person. You're like her whole soul glows and everything like that. That's all good. But I'm not a fan of her wrestling, bro. I'm not a fan of it. Rhea Ripley, like I said, Rhea Ripley is a champion. You could leave the title on Rhea Ripley for years and nobody would even think like, damn, bro, it's been 2 years, 3 years. Like, that's crazy. Rhea Ripley needs a 2-year run with a championship.
I believe so.
She needs a 2-year run, a 2-year straight.
No, she needs to be she needs to be the female equivalent of Roman Reigns in the women's division. And
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, she's a fucking superstar. Like, Io is perfect. I love Bianca. I fuck with Becky. Liv is another one.
Yeah, I love Liv.
She went from Riot Squad to being her own person to improving that person to being one of the best heel women in WWE. This run that she's doing with Dominique is Hall of Fame worthy. Hall of Fame worthy. So yeah, man. Shouts out to Dominique.
So looking at the WWE in a whole with the stars in which we're talking about now and the stories and everything, what everybody's starting to say. The future is well underway, and we got a really, really long path to go to see where these few superstars that are just starting now, where they're going to be 10 years, 15 years down the line, when we're talking about them as we're talking about Cena or talking about Orton, or as we talk about The Undertaker and stuff like that. So, no, I think the WWE got some really, really great stars ahead of
you. Know what's the crazy shit? As we're talking about these new upcomers and these new champions and these new guys, 2 guys that has been champions that I wouldn't even think to put the belt on them again or even in the near future, LA Knight and Damian Priest. I'm not saying that these guys need to be fired. I just say that these guys just are not championship worthy, bro.
I think they should have some. I mean, so look at CM Punk. So, when CM Punk started, he was riding on the side of Cena's car when he was wrestling Triple H in the main event of WrestleMania. And then, he scratched and crawled and eventually won Money in the Bank.
Okay.
And then scratched and crawled and, stole the title.
I hear all of it. I hear where you're getting at. And let's skip all of it. Damian Priest was just a heavyweight champion. And he
was a transitional champ to me.
But how could he have been a transitional champion when he was a Money in the Bank winner and he cashed out on
and he won.
And he
Drew McIntyre, like Seth Rollins.
Right. So like to even say that he was a transitional champion to have held the case that long to just give it away, it's crazy talk. But
because how he lost it, I don't think he should have lost it.
Right. I'm not saying like, put Damian Priest against Cena or put Damian Priest against Jey Uso. I don't want to see neither one. I don't want to see neither. Not even Jey Uso versus Damian Priest fucks with me. Now I can see the Yeet versus the Yeah. That'll make money. Jey Uso versus LA Knight. It's gotta happen right after Logan Paul. It's gotta happen with LA Knight because LA Knight deserves it. How does Logan
now
Paul
with the draft
before LA Knight? That's crazy.
How does Logan Paul get it before quite a few people like
Braun Breaker?
Braun Breaker. Hell, even Solo Sikoa.
Yeah, that's crazy. Roman Reigns never even got a rematch for his fucking title, bro.
And that's still looming in the woodwork.
I'm just saying Jey Uso's a real transitional champion. That motherfucker's a transitional champion waiting to happen. It's just he's got to work up the it's like levels. Logan Paul is like the first dude in Mortal Kombat when you do the little
I
levels.
would say, yeah.
He's
So
the
where does
first.
it go up to? Does it go up to Seth Rollins?
I mean, it can go up to Seth Rollins. It can go up to shit. It could go back to Gunther. I
Well, I
mean,
would say
it could
this
go to
Sami
CM Punk.
Zayn. No, this Sami Zayn aspect of
Thing.
I watched the Raw after WrestleMania and Sami Zayn coming out and they're doing a celebration and Jay Uso up on the rope and Sami not eating and looking at Jay as he's doing this thing and giving him that look. I don't know if that's a small setup for Sami trying to go and fight Jay for the title. But I would welcome a change like that because it's something nobody's thinking of anyway. But I can't think of Jay above that right now. Like, I don't really see him fighting Seth Rollins for the title unless they're going to give it to Seth. That kind of thing.
You kind of know that Seth has sold his soul. I don't know if you peeped the little throat slit that he did.
No. I would say we didn't get to that yet. No. I noticed this on Monday.
Yeah. So yeah, somebody sold their soul, and it's pretty much what are you gonna say, bro? Like Seth Rollins, you can never be mad with a Seth Rollins title run.
No.
Like it's like fucking like it's automatic, bro. Like people love that man's song, everything. Like
it's like when it comes down to Seth Rollins, or as I explained when it comes to wrestling, like me and my brother. Like my brother's the biggest Rock fan. I'm the biggest Austin fan. My brother was the biggest Hulk Hogan fan. I was the biggest Ultimate Warrior fan. My brother's the biggest Roman Reigns fan, and I am the biggest Seth Rollins fan that I know.
right.
And so it's kind of that kind of thing. But no, I think with Seth, what he's going through right now, no, Seth Rollins' path begins once he gets back that title. And I still think that it's going to end up being Hillman versus Cody. I really, really do believe that one. And they're going to have their round 3.
They had round 3. They had 3 rounds, and Cody won all 3.
So, wait, what was the third one?
The Hell in the Cell.
I thought that was the second one.
No, the second one, he came back WrestleMania. That was the first one.
Right.
Then they did like a 2 out of 3 fall or shit like that.
Oh, I didn't even pay attention to that match. That was forgettable. Wow. I remember that. Oh wow.
Yeah, and then
the torn pack.
Yep.
Huh.
Yep, but we watching boxing. Hold on, let me make sure that this is the boxing. Yeah, man, it's Jey Uso's not a great champion. The faction is missing a piece with Paul Heyman.
Oh,
Roman
and what do you think about?
Seems like a third wheel. What was that?
What do you think about this new acquisition of AAA Luchador Wrestling?
Oh, I love it. I love it. I think it's dope. I think it's gonna give a road for the people like Ray Phoenix and Dominique and the Lucha underground guys.
I think a lot of these Lucha wrestlers, because they have an event. It's going to be that weekend. It's going to be the whole Tampa thing. I think it's like Saturday them, then it's going to be like Saturday Night Main Event, and then Raw. But that's the pay-per-view thing for June.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Event is June.
I wish. I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm sorry.
I think it's going to be interesting because I want to see what they're going to do with El Grande Americano.
Oh, you know what?
I
wish Ricochet was here. I wish Ricochet because he would run that whole situation. You got guys that will go in there and shine because now you get to work with cruiserweights.
Like-minded people and all of
Yeah,
that
you
stuff.
know what I mean? Yes, exactly. Luchador is gonna take over, but I think it's great. The the TNA and these guys, you know, with Joe Hendry, you know, showing up and doing all that.
A lot of people. So this had a lot of mixed feelings. But when I was sitting there in the middle of the fucking casino with my computer in my hand and I heard his music, I was just like, I would have never expected it.
Yeah.
And I didn't expect it. And the fact that, you know, they pulled that trigger, what does that do as far as relations between the WWE and TNA now?
Well, it doesn't really do anything, right? Because Joe Hendry, like,
he did the Royal Rumble.
All right, so when I used to come up, right? When I was on to come up as a rapper, a lot of these guys, a lot of these owners, like the club promoters or the league owners, they would be like, yo, I'm not gonna pay you, but I'm giving you an opportunity. You know, you're battling on a league that, you know, another famous person battled on, but I'm like, nigga, that shit don't matter, bro. You know what I mean? That shit, it's not, that means nothing. So that's what they're trying to do with Joe Hendry. Like, oh man, you're gonna take a loss and you're the champion of your division, but you're on WrestleMania in front of all of these people, and then you see all the people, and you're like, yeah, this is something. Like, no, motherfucker. You think Stone Cold would go into another he'll go into the NFL and get tackled by one of these dudes? No. Why? Because he's Stone Cold. He's gonna be the most badass motherfucker in the world, bro. So yeah, bro, that's the thing. Joe Hendry, he's being a whore to the wrestling community. He's gonna be in AEW, he's gonna be in TNA, WWE, Lucha Underground, NXT. He's gonna be everywhere, so his name could be there. He's a whore to the industry, bro.
Yeah, I'm still indifferent to it all, but it is interesting to see them now, you know, integrating, you know, different promotions into the WWE, and it's starting to show that it is a worldwide brand now. But I mean, besides that, I'm not sure of it myself.
Yeah, man, I'm not even. These guys are pretty much clowns to me, bro. When they do stupid shit like bringing Aleister Black back and making Zelina Vega the champion, you know that there's a reason why that happened. I don't know if you know, but they do stupid shit like that. I don't know.
No, they're married.
Like whenever Seth has a match, they'll have like Becky Lynch come right after him and cut a promo, and then like
Seth Rollins won WrestleMania. Seth Rollins won the WrestleMania main event, and Becky won tag team titles.
They'll have like Jimmy Uso come out as number 2, and then they have Naomi come out as number 2, or then they'll have like Montez Ford and them go on, and then right after Bianca does that shit. They always have like the couples do shit like right after each other, right? So
yeah,
listen, man. If Becky goes down with the squad, that I'm totally cool with that, man. I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah.
What else you want to talk about?
I mean, while we still also have, you know, the open moment, and we want to run down, you know, things of Indianapolis. So I mean, while we're, you know, live,
I completely forgot.
I want to give a shout out. Yeah, I want to give a shout out to the Diner Podcast. I still got to message out to them because we might collab with them. But
nice.
I want to go ahead and give them a shout out here on the podcast. You know, guys, I'm still working on things, but I will contact you guys soon and see if we can, you know, meet up and collab or something with you guys. But I do want to give a shout out to that. But no, we went out to Indianapolis last week to the expo and got to go and meet some people. Yeah, the Square Circle Expo. And so, you know, that was, you know, my first experience in life at something like that. And You know, you must say you were there. I was like a kid in a candy store. I ran everywhere.
Yeah, you were everywhere.
I was saying, and I sat
Everywhere.
down and I got to sit down and talk to a few people. And some of the more interesting conversations I had while I was there was one of those I had with Kurt Angle. And so I was walking around when I was looking for you when you were telling me that, you were at the table getting the JSA signatures for the belts. I got lost, and lo and behold, Kurt Angle was standing there. And I was like, I don't know if I'll ever get an opportunity like this again, so I'm just going to do it. So I walked up to his face. I was like, I just want to let you know to your face, you're one of my top 10 wrestlers of all time. And
you yelled it at him because everybody heard you.
Yeah, and he looked at me, and he was like, "What do you mean top 10? What about top 5? Why can't I sneak into your top 3?" And so we started having a conversation. I always said if I ever meet a wrestler, I want to ask him a question I was always curious about. So I asked him about the milk bath, and asked him, was the milk bath his idea or was that WWE's idea? And he told me that it ended up being WWE's idea, but in order to do it, he did have to get Stone Cold's approval because of what it was. I never knew that before last Saturday. And so, going to the events like this, I mean, long drives and stuff like that are horrible some days. But, when you got good company to go with and, things are so relaxed and things like that. No, learning stuff like that was really, really interesting and whatnot. I met Chris Van Vliet.
Van Vliet?
Van Vliet. Van Vliet. I met him I met him and told him to his face, about the podcast. If we ever get big enough, we can interview him. So
everybody got a price, man.
Everyone. Right. And so, sitting down and going through all of that, opened my eyes to, what we're doing and all the people that are starting to notice us from the podcast and everything. And, stuff like that. No, everybody, no. Please keep out. We are here and we are coming. So, no, it was an eye-opening experience going up there and seeing the wrestlers and seeing there and, hopefully, when things go up with us and we could be sitting there right along beside them and people could come out there to see us.
Right. Yeah, man, we were making noise, man. I was just trying to run through that motherfucker as fast as possible, but I enjoyed myself, man. I'm glad that you enjoyed yourself. We met Rakishi.
Nah, everybody check out my JBL.
Yeah, man. It was awesome, man.
I would say no. Awesome. I got
JBL, Gerald Briscoe, Kurt Hawkins.
No, I got this little piece of wrestling history while I was there. And I keep showing the people and they find out what it is and they lose their crap.
Oh man, somebody got knocked down, bro.
I just saw that.
Yeah, somebody got knocked down, bro.
What round is this?
I think it's the second round. Second round is not too good in Madison Square Garden, man. Anyways, man, we had a ball, man. Shouts out to Shayu. Shayu did his fucking thing. Let me tell you something. When I go to these things, I've been to so many of these things. Oh, this dude is about to get knocked out, Cha.
Yeah, I know. I'm the dude in the white.
Yeah, he's not done. He's done. He's done. He's over.
It's over.
Shayu, let me tell you something. Shayu did what exactly he was supposed to do. I've been to a million one of these things. As you've seen, a lot of people knew me or, have seen me before, something like that. I've spoken to a couple people, just running into people and shit like that.
I thought that was nice.
I was talking to people. We was interacting with all the wrestlers. I kind of give the wrestlers their space because I don't like to fan out because I've been in positions where, I was the guy that, I just don't like to fan out, bro. That's just me.
I'm a pure 100% just fan of art, and I like to give
Yeah, I
people credit
appreciate
where
it,
credit is
man.
due.
It made me realize like how blessed I am to be at one of those situations and be able to meet all the people that we got to meet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I can't
Um,
wait until we do it in November. You know, in November we're gonna
yeah,
be at the big
we're
event.
gonna
New York.
in the big event in New York City.
Yep.
We're going to sit and start planning that now so that we can make sure it's as big as possible and, stuff like that. So, no, if you people want to support us, you want to, help contribute so that we can go and do this, no, feel free to contact Boro. Contact me.
Man.
No, we'll sit down and talk with you. We can sit down and process some things. We would make it as big as possible.
Yeah, man, we just two guys that love wrestling, man. We just trying to share the experience with you guys. Shayu's finally getting the experience. Next time maybe I could take some tips from him and start socializing a little bit more instead of trying to be on some business. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, you did your fucking thing, man. But shouts out to Shayu. If you don't know, he does t-shirts. So if you need some t-shirt that's vinyl done, go to Shayu, a clothing brand, man. Something hot and unexpected. If you don't know what Shayu stands for, my man is
now
nice.
You do.
Yeah, he had his own shirt going on. Yeah, man.
Yeah, so I mean, it's still a long process and road ahead, and I'm a lot further ahead than what I am. And if everything goes together, starting in the summer, I'll have some inventory together that I can start going out and sell. So we'll have to see how this one goes as the process comes along. But no, everybody keep out because I am coming. So.
Yeah, for sure. And shouts out to the sponsor, Yatu Sabe Creation. The website is coming next week. So
I saw the hats yesterday. Listen, I saw the hats yesterday. No,
if you guys need anything, hats, shirts, hoodies, cups, pens, blankets, anything, Yatu Sabe Creations. If you don't know, you already know. We create the vibes. So you can go
just talked about support the brand.
Yeah, support the brand. And if you need to find us anywhere, go find me on Burrow or Not for the Week on all platforms. And yeah, man, Shayu, let them know.
And I finally fixed this because I just noticed this Thursday. You now can find me on TikTok underneath Shayu_original. It is Shayu Original on Instagram, Shayu on Facebook, or Shaw McGee on Facebook.
There you go. There you have it, man. We're going to watch some boxing, man. We're going to tune back in with my wife, Yatu Sabe, so we can get everything popping. I'm going to holler at you guys. I appreciate you, my brother. We'll do this again next week.
I'll do this again next week. Love everybody. You guys have a good night, man.
All right, man.
Later.
We out of here.